I um I wanted to do a second video because of the reading that I had today concerning the triple eights. It didn't even dawn on me. I've been seeing the number 8, double eights, triple eights, constantly for 2 or 3 days. And it didn't even occur to me that we were coming up on August 8th, Lion's Gate. When I did the astrology, I definitely was picking up on the energy of, well, we have the god of war, Mars, over in Gemini. And the Gemini card came out as the oracle card today. Mars, the god of war, is over there with and almost in grand conjunction with Jupiter, which is expansive energy. And it's in direct communication with more fire energy, and that is the sun in Leo. Some of you that are new to the channel will not know all this stuff, the backstory for me and what has happened in my past, and all the future predictions that came to pass. Trust me, I grapple with doing predictions of coming events, especially if it's part of the holodeck program, so to speak, and it's destructive energy, because I'm trying to focus on higher frequency energy, because the meaning behind the triple eights is about twin flames. That's part of what it means. And it's interesting that we got this Lover's card. Also the card of Gemini. It immediately popped out at me almost in the very beginning of the reading, because the overall energy included 3 eights. These 3. Wands, swords, and material coins, pentacles. And the Temperance card. This feels like, let me get it up close here. See the burst of brightness between back there in the distance, between the hills and what looks like almost like a crater. I got a lot to talk about this, so I'm going to try to get it all out. I hope it makes sense, okay? I'll do my best. Because some of you may not know what the triple eights are about. This was our highest priority. On the microcosm, your highest priority is your family, your destiny, your dynasty. But to me, if you look at that, Lion's Gate. Tomorrow is Lion's Gate. 8/8. And we got the Twin Flame card. There is a Lion's Gate in Israel. And that looks very reminiscent of what it looks like when you look through that gate. Okay. Highest priority. What to be mindful of, what to prepare for was the Ace of Wands. It's brand new big fire energy. And the Two of Wands. At a gate, a threshold, the Two of Wands. Not a foundation, at a gate. I've also been fortunate enough to learn SRV, which is Scientific Remote Viewing, and CRV. And I feel the energy in the astrology and in these cards, and also when I remote view. The words that came to me was attack on Lionsgate. An attack on Lionsgate. That's what I see here. The highest priority is Lionsgate. It's standing behind her. She's the angel of peace. See her? See behind her. The Temperance card. That is also the Peace card. The angel of peace. The underlying energy was earthly power. Hope you can read that. Earthly power. It's kind of hard to read those cards any other way, besides looking at micro and macrocosm. But on the grand stage, on the macrocosm, an attack on Lionsgate. Lionsgate is in Israel. And many remote viewers are reporting back that very, very large bombs are showing up in their remote viewing. In the past, I've used the Gematrix calculator to give me information. My team has done that for many years now. And I don't know how much people know about twin flames and their missions here on Earth. It is about this energy remaining balanced no matter what's happening and being angels of peace. Very dedicated to it. Bound and sworn to do so. That's what twin flames are here for. There's incoming energy from the Three of Cups. Look at that as three sisters or the community at large. But it's slowly steady incoming energy. That was part of this reading. Everything here in this realm, what I've called hell. What the hell is going on in hell? Because that was my biggest question. And what I've been seeking to answer for many years. The twin flames are supposed to be vibrating at a particular frequency. This place, the matrix, many call it, I call it the holodeck, is made of frequency, including light and sound. Everything vibrates. Everything's alive. From this pendulum to a book to this cup of water with 528 hertz. Water inside of it. Everything vibrates. Twin flames are supposed to be carrying a certain vibrational level. So some of the twin flames may not be completely aware of that. That vibration, 528 hertz, 144,000 angels, pairs, the double eights, are supposed to be vibrating at a specific frequency. See how she's tossing the cups of water back and forth? That's the frequency right there. 528 hertz. If you times it by 144,000, you get the circumference of Mother Earth, Gaia. They talk about it in the cards. I didn't even look at the cards until way after the reading, and I looked at the Gematrix calculator to see what they were trying to tell me. Gemini, the Death card, Seven of Crystals, Seven of Swords, the Sage of Wands, the Seer, Man of Crystals, that's the King of Swords, Aquarius, Tower, Child of Worlds, Three of Crystals, that's Three of Swords, Heartbreak, Earth break, because Earth is palm, care, the apple, Earth. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. 10 of Swords, 10 of Crystals. The Empress, Earth. She is this card says sorrow, Six of Cups. You also have to remember that eights equal infinity. What goes around comes around, and the snake eating its tail. That's precisely what's happening right now. The snake is eating its tail, just as predicted. Devil's play. The Devil card. The Magician. The Spin Doctor. In the reading, I talked about the Sabian mysteries, symbols. I got the energy of an emperor. First, I got that explosive energy, and then I got an emperor, a father figure, trying to explain to their family why they did what they did. It's interesting. We have Devil's Play, the Magician. Those two cards together means a spin doctor. Emperor card. Exactly as I picked up in the Sabian symbols. Some emperor trying to explain why they did what they did to their people, their family. And then Seven of Worlds, that's evaluating High Priestess energy. And the Ace of Worlds. That's the new beginning. It's like the dance of Shiva is what it feels like. Order out of chaos. But like time space is coming up in this. Time space. And Two of Worlds. And the Strength card right behind that. It's like the splitting off of two worlds. From what I understand, it's a matter of frequency. What happens? Getting split off. When there was a fall, the fallen, that was a dimensional fall. The dimensions are frequency based. That's why in this dimension, your physical eyes cannot perceive certain frequencies outside of a certain spectrum of light. So you don't see all the colors. Some of us have the ability to see through the other realms in more ways than I can count. It was a dimensional fall. And we have to raise our frequency to bump us back up again from that fall. What does that mean? We have to overcome narcissistic behavior. Narcissistic behavior is, well, just go look at a video when they talk about different things that are narcissistic. We've all been guilty of it. We are born narcissist. That's what gets you fed, because you're all about yourself when you're born, because it's about getting your butt changed and being fed and getting love, nurturing. But as you progress, you're supposed to be leaving that behind and starting to walk in balance, service to self, service to others, in balance. This balance and holding a high frequency. So, if you haven't started that path of fixing yourself of narcissistic behavior, go look at what the traits are and try to remedy it as soon as you can. Because it's a dimensional shift that's going to happen. Two worlds separated, it feels like. Let me show you something else. I'm going to show you my desktop and show you what I'm talking about. Okay. This is the gematria, and it's something that my team has used to communicate with me, besides telepathy and through the cards and the little murmurs that I get. And trust me, it's not easy to pick up on all the time. But when you plug in the 888 number, This is the results in Jewish for 888. And they're talking about the divine plan. And to look at the zodiacs, they know I do. And God is safe from dying, yes. God's hidden a prophecy, yeah. Hell is terrifying, yes it is. That's where we're at right now, in case any of you didn't notice or got the gist of what the fall was. See the holy gematria, right? Fractal geometry, yeah. Holy 88. That's the twin flames. I can't lie to myself. Nothing can stop us. I'm feeding the multitude. 10 Commandments, Queen. Supreme mathematics, yeah. 3.14. Do you know what that is? It's a ratio called pi. Everything here is made of numbers, frequencies, sound and light. That's why I'm saying you need to hold, regardless of what's happening on this holodeck, or in hell as I call it, in this 3D realm, you need to hold a high frequency, regardless of what's happening here. Just think of it all as a dream and a dream and a dream, okay? And how do we win this? By holding a high frequency. Regardless of what's happening. 888, the seal of God on their foreheads. Yep, the 888s. That is the collective of 144,000. A terrorist strike. Interesting, Occam's razor. Usually, if it looks like a snake, acts like a snake, it's a snake and nothing else. Anyway, it's unconscious magician. We're all manifesting. We're all magicians. Most of us unconscious, manifesting. Anyway, there's a lot in here that they're telling me. I'm not even going to go into all of it. Goodbye, deep state. There you go. The second coming is also part of the 888 number. Never again the love. Interesting, because we got the love card in the reading. Then you look at the results in English, and we got Donald J. Trump, which is interesting because the lover's card, he's a Gemini, and it's represented by that. And right behind it was the death card, a transition energy. Anyway, if you just go down through this and read, you'll pick up on some things. Message from God, yeah. Nuclear weapon. That's what I'm picking up on, and so are the remote viewers. I'm not the only one. And then possessive right underneath that. So somebody is coveting, in other words. All right? Essential info. They talk to us through these numbers. That's why people were seeing, most people started realizing the repeating numbers when they started seeing the 1111. Okay? Gematria, code of God, yes, equals 888 in English. 1, 2, 3, the only way. Divine presence, Ishtar's son. Divine matrix. Destruction. Time travelers. Yeah, we are. A lot of us signed up for this mission, and we are time travelers, literally. Yeah. Everybody pretty much is, because time doesn't really exist. It's all in the egg. Yep. Ukraine Nazis. That's an interesting topic. We won't go there, though. Eye of the Tiger. Morning Star. Who will win? The Trinity wins. Yep. Let's look at page 2. The triple eights in Jewish. St. John, the God of the Old Testament, escaped the tribulation midsummer ritual. Well, interesting, because Lionsgate and a midsummer's ritual. We're in midsummer right now in the Northern Hemisphere. Interesting, right? And we got the Hanged Man. That is a sacrifice that was in the cards. Hanged Man. You had that Emperor working together. The Lover's card. And then the Sacrifice card. Hangman. Anyway, I just wanted to put it out there that everything is pointing at this, including the numbers, the frequencies. Everything here is made of numbers. A human sacrifice staked bonfire. See, the demons are dying, G. Getting closer. Let's go. This is Matrix Code. There can only be 8. Lightning Destiny. Zionist. Anyway, 888 also equals abundance, by the way. There will be a new beginning. So from chaos and destruction comes a new beginning. Back to the future. It's interesting because the 8 symbolizes the wraparound and time traveler, back to the future, right? Because time travel is the basis of that movie. Goodbye, Deep State, once again. The number sequence. Destiny of I King. There's some interesting things, my reincarnation. They talk about in the Bible, the 888s, that God's son comes back or daughter. When they say son, they mean anybody that is born with that mission. Male or female, doesn't matter. Okay? So keep that in mind. They also, I read something a long time ago. It's on Divine L, that channel. While I was going through my awakening, I read something about the 888s and that this is the time, Armageddon. People think, oh, apocalypse. No, apocalypse is when the the truth comes to light, okay? Armageddon's the actual, the war in the Middle East, in Israel. And they were saying that this is the time when there will be a death of 2 people in the streets, the twins, and also that the Antichrist will enter the temple. History repeating itself, evidently, from what I'm being told. My team tells me that it's just history repeating itself, like a loop, a nasty loop. We have to rise above that loop. Frequency. Okay? Anyway, go look at gematrix.org and you'll see what I'm seeing here. It's kind of hard to ignore what they're saying to us in here. Day God was born. A perfect ruler. Omnipresent. Yep. Once you realize that we're all connected to each other, that makes us all omnipresent. Just FYI. Tribe of Joseph, unrestrained, premonition. Yeah, I had a dream, and it wasn't a post-Armageddon dream, and it was just a few days ago. I can actually look. Let me see here. Talking about Universal Code, Project Bluebeam, Seventh Heaven. Universal Code Interpreter. Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Perfect Code of Code. Yeah, it is. And then C, Lucifer can't hide. G. No, they can't. Harder to breathe territory. Okay, anyway, let me go back to the camera. There we go. All right. Let me look this up. Tell you when I had that dream. It was really weird. I just remember the feeling that it was definitely a time frame after something serious happened. And let me look this up. I've been writing my dreams down, so. Okay. Let me find the one in particular. Back on July 22nd, I had one about launching an object into the sky that could locate someone if they had an emergency or were lost. I'm not sure what that means precisely because sometimes it's vague, right? Oh, that was the car repair. This would have been the August 3rd. The dream was this post-Armageddon dream. I can't remember all the pieces of it, but there was somebody sitting there with a wooden frame, and they were weaving. You know how basket weaving, kind of like threading things crosshatch? And it was like paper. Paper that had been kind of crushed up so that it was more pliable, and then made into strips, and then basket weaving it. It felt like a kind of making do with what you have kind of thing. Anyway, I guess the point is that there's an attack on Lionsgate. And the triple eights. Everybody just remembering to maintain a much higher frequency and not to let the world events rattle you enough to reduce your frequency, okay? I don't know precisely what this all means. I can only fathom. And the fact that it's Lionsgate, and Lionsgate is in Israel. I don't know. But I'm not the only one picking up on missiles launching. Anyway, and remember what I said, this place is made of frequency, and try to think of it, I've tried to explain it many times, try to think of it as an MMO RPG or something like that, but more realistic, like a holodeck. And that you do reincarnate. Your energy can't kill energy. And keep your frequencies high, no matter what. And try to remember, I just heard, it is what it is. Good things are on the other side, no matter how this plays out exactly. So try to keep that in mind, especially if you keep your frequency up, okay? Because it does matter. So just take a deep breath and tell yourself it is what it is. We can't change some of this programming that's in the holodeck. All we can do is bump the frequency up. Okay? Anyway, there you go. That's what I had to say about the triple eights. And you can look into it. It does mean abundance and kind of an order out of chaos. And the snake eating its own tail. Well, just look at the geometrics calculator and it'll give you a pretty good idea what they're trying to communicate. Anyway, try to have a good day. I know that's mind-blowing stuff. It was for me too. And you have to remember what it's like for me when I put out information like that. It's kind of a leap of faith, so to speak, Fool card. Because you could very well have egg in your face when you make big predictions. But that's okay. I'd rather be forewarned and forearmed than, and because if it comes as less of a shock to you, you're better able to maintain that higher frequency. Okay. Anyway, that's what I got. I hope the message gets out to whoever needs to hear it. Have a really good day. More readings coming. And remote viewing too. Anyway, take care. Talk to you guys soon.